DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Good morning, everybody. The biggest regrets. We all know what regrets are, right? I didn't look up the definition before I did this video, but it's situations in life that we look back on. Doesn't matter how long ago it was, that we had some pain, some sorrow, something about it. We're like, damn, for some reason it didn't go exactly the way that we wanted it to go. That's a regret, right? And we all know about those. And some people say, I have no regrets in life. Some people will openly say, I have this regret, that regret. But understand something, a basic idea that I want you to take with you today, because I guarantee if you keep this top of mind, you'll make some different decisions starting right now. The biggest regrets we're going to have in life are the chances that we didn't take. The things because I tell people all the time that your biggest regrets will be regrets of omission, right? You got regrets of commission, which means you did something and then it ended up wrong, so you regret taking that action. Then you have regrets of omission, meaning you didn't do anything and then you just look back on it like, damn, maybe I could have, should have, would have done something in that situation and maybe things would be different in my life. But the biggest regrets of omission, that second group, the ones that most of our regrets will be regrets of things that you did not do. Because just a word on the regrets of commission, meaning you did something that turns out bad. Let's say you took some action, you got in trouble for it, you said something that you shouldn't have said, you went too far, you went too hard, you believed in yourself too much, you tried something but didn't execute enough caution, you didn't think out your actions, and then you end up making a mistake. Those regrets of commission, yeah, some of them could be really bad regrets. They could cost you a lot. I'm not saying that those don't exist, but most of the time, I think for most of us, there are some who have regrets of commission, which you can make a regret of commission that could get you injured, lose your life. You could end up, in jail. You could end up having committed a crime. You could get somebody seriously hurt, but a regret of commission. But most of our regrets of commission will be things that even when they're a regret, we look back on and say, you know what, I'm still glad that I did it. Even though I got in trouble for it, even though it cost me some money, even though, it got me into a situation, even though this person was mad at me or these people was pissed off, I'm still happy that I did what I did. I'm still happy I said what I wanted to say. Those are regrets of commission. The regrets of omission, most of them happen when we don't take a chance, because we omit, we stay away from doing stuff. Most of the time when we don't do things is because there's some kind of risk involved, right? That's why it's a regret of omission. That's why we don't do it, because we're thinking about it. It's a regret of omission because we know we could do something, but we do nothing. And the reason why most of the time we don't do something when we see an opportunity is because we see some inherent risk in that action, and we'd rather not take the risk. We'd rather not take the chance because our brains are so advanced. We're able to calculate, all right, what do I gain if I do this? And what could I possibly lose if I do this thing? And when the possible losses outweigh the gains, then we choose not to do anything. But the problem is, with us being human beings, we are not these completely rational creatures who just measure everything objectively. We don't measure anything objectively for the most part. What we do is, because we're human, we give much more weight to possible losses, possible failures, setbacks, defeats, anything that could possibly be danger. We put all that under the category of danger. We weigh those much more heavily than the possibility for gain. So in other words, if you could do something that maybe you'll win $10 if you succeed, but you lose $10 if you come up short, that seems equal, right? You can win $10, you can lose $10. But as human beings, the way that our brains are wired, we would much rather not lose $10 than we would rather gain $10. That means we feel much more saddened by losing $10 than we feel happy by gaining $10. So in other words, it seems to be an equal weight between gain and loss for a risk that we could possibly take or some action that we could take, we will not do it if it's 50-50, because our brains see that possible loss much bigger than the possible gain. Therefore, when we have regrets of omission is because we just weighed that loss as a little bit too much for us to take on. And your biggest regrets in life will be the things that you never did, the things you never tried, the things that you allowed your lizard brain, as we call it, our reptilian brains. That's the part of us that controls our impulses and our fears, which is a strong part of the human brain, because this is what keeps us alive, right? When you allow that lizard brain, that fear-based brain, to control your actions, you will look back on your life at some point. You may not regret it in the moment, but 10 years from now, on your deathbed, or whenever you decide to look back on your life, or if you see somebody else who took that risk and succeeded at it, and then you're looking at yourself like, you know what, I could have did the same thing, but I didn't do it. You're going to have those regrets of omission. And usually, again, they're going to be the chances that you didn't take, the things you didn't say, the opportunities that you did not seize, the things you could have done, but you did not do. So I want you to today, here's my call to action today, is ask yourself, the next time you're presented with an opportunity, a chance that you could take, some action that you could take that could go wrong, but it also could go right. Am I allowing my lizard-based, fear-based brain to control me here? And just to be completely logical, if it does go wrong, what's the worst possible outcome? All right, so let's make sure we address that. If it does go wrong, what's the worst thing that could happen? Somebody gonna be mad at me. People gonna be pissed off at me. Somebody might, send me a nasty email. One of my friends might not talk to me for a week. Can you recover from the worst possible outcome? Whatever the worst thing that could happen from this is, could you recover from it? Could you get back to where you are? Could you get back to neutral after dealing with that? Weighed against what you could possibly gain from doing it. And once you have that answer, just take some time to think about that. Once you have that answer, don't take all day. I mean, take as long as you need to, but don't be taking too long. All right, I guess that's the best way I could say it, because there's so many different situations. I can't give you a time frame, but don't use your thinking about it as an excuse to do nothing, because then it becomes a regret of omission all over again. So ask yourself, could you recover from the worst case scenario? If the answer is yes, then you know what to do next. Work on your game. Dre all day. Hey, this is Dre all day. If you enjoy this mental game stuff that I talk about on video every day, then I put together a simple master class that will give you one key tip for developing what I call the Bulletproof Mindset. All you need to do is go to workonmygame.com/bulletproof. Is the link right here, and it's down below in the video descriptions. Just click on it, take you right to the page. I'm going to give you that video. It's about 20 minutes long. This masterclass I put together, one key tip for developing a bulletproof mindset. And when you get that special masterclass free video, I'm also going to make you a special offer to get the full Bulletproof Mindset experience. So just go to that link that you see right here, and I'm going to show you how to develop that Bulletproof Mindset right now. So if you like this video that you just watched, I'm going to show you how to take it to the highest possible level. You ready for that? Let's do it.